guys, so today I'm reviewing this pour over coffee setup that I got off Amazon. Now, first impressions of it, I mean, well built, but this acrylic stand is huge and it's ugly and I'm just not having it. Trying to store it away in your cupboard is a pain because of just how much space this stand takes up. So, you know what? I'm just gonna throw the stand away. Not something that I'm going to use. I don't care about having it sitting out. Even if I did want to have this displayed on my counter, that big acrylic stand is really ugly and just not something I want to have out. But getting rid of it, this little setup, just like this, works really well. Now you have to remember, there's no rubber on the bottom of this like the stand has, so it is going to be, move around a little bit, but I don't care. I'm not letting it stay on here, but just for dripping coffee. You can even just take this off and put this directly on top of your coffee cup. So that works really well. Oh, another reason I don't like the stand is this rubber gasket right here on the bottom. The holes in the bottom of the filter cup are supposed to let the coffee drip right through that hole, but you inevitably get coffee on here, and I don't want my coffee, especially when it's hot like that, touching the rubber, picking up whatever chemicals and stuff, and then falling into my coffee cup. So yeah, another reason why I don't like the stand. Now, overall, really, well built. This is my first pour over set, so I had no idea what I was getting myself into when I got this. As I was researching this stuff, all the YouTube videos and stuff you're going to find, they're using the name brand ones, and especially I think it's like the V60 or something. This is different. It only has 3 holes in the bottom, right? So something I just learned from a coffee friend of mine that roasts coffee is that this is actually a decent way of making a pour over. However, because the holes aren't as big as what you'll find in other pour over coffee makers, your grind is going to be thicker, or you're going to leave your coffee beans ground more coarse than you would if you had bigger holes. Because with these small holes, your coffee is going to sit inside here longer and it's going to pick up more of the flavor. Now, the first time I did it, I did grind it coarser. I didn't, grind it as long as I was anticipating, and the coffee came out actually really bright and flavorful, very fruity. I was very impressed with it. The next time I did it, I decided to grind it even finer like I'd seen in these YouTube videos, and it came out muddy, and it wasn't horrible. It was still better than, your drip coffee or something, but definitely not what I experienced the first time. So, word to the wise, don't grind your beans as fine as you would if you had bigger holes, or like you'll see in the YouTube videos. Definitely make sure when you're watching YouTube videos, take into account what the actual, filter cup actually looks like. And one issue that I do have with this, because you can see it's not completely rounded, it actually is a bit more angular. Trying to get your coffee filter to fit down in here can be a challenge. You'll have it'll fold, so what I usually do is I'll get it wet so it's easier to fold, and then I will fold the coffee filter over on itself to make it fit so you don't get a lot of crevices and stuff for the coffee beans to fall into. But other than that, just be aware of how coarse you're going to want to grind your beans. Definitely get a scale as well, because making sure that you have the right amount of coffee beans to the amount of water you're putting in is key for getting a good cup. So yeah, I mean, overall, as a starter set, I think this is a great way to get yourself kind of into the pour over coffee world. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.